Sweden's defence minister has issued a stark warning, saying that Stockholm is determined to defend its territory. The message was meant for Russia, among others.
We have seen a deterioration in the security situation over time. We send a signal to other countries and a signal to our partners that we are ready to take on this responsibility. There will be no security policy vacuum in the Baltic region. Of course, it is also a signal to Russia.
Security fears have led Sweden to re-establish a military presence on Gotland Island in the Baltic Sea, which has been billed as a potential gateway for Russian aggression. On Wednesday, the country's Prime Minister and Defence Minister visited the island to inspect the troops deployed there since last September. The military presence was boosted by 150 soldiers and tanks, then reportedly over a Russian threat. However, the Swedish public is not entirely convinced that Russia poses a threat to their country. Some took to Twitter, mocking the country's Prime Minister riding a tank. Others dubbed his rhetoric as absurd. And Daniel Freiberger, the chairman of the think tank righton.net, thinks they're right to mock.
To kind of paint Russia as a big threat to Sweden is frankly ridiculous. The neoconservatives in the US and the globalists within the EU to push this kind of agenda that Russia is some sort of big threat and big enemy because Russia is kind of anti-globalist. It doesn't really fit in the globalist agenda, so therefore it's important to maintain hostilities and make up these ridiculous stories about the Russian submarines. The main reason is to kind of paint this kind of evil enemy to kind of scare people into focusing on that instead of the real issues we actually have in Sweden.
Yeah, obviously, it's not the first time that Sweden's talked about a perceived threat coming from Moscow. Last month, the country reportedly started to prepare hundreds of nuclear war shelters for a potential attack from Russia. In February, the country's police was ordered to be ready for a war or a crisis. And in 2014, amid fears of foreign underwater activity, Sweden mobilized helicopters, minesweepers and 200 personnel to search for a mystery Russian submarine somewhere in the Baltic.